we came together. A group of amazing, super freaky people with a whole spectrum and range of presence and intuition decided to come together to watch something. And we did. It was my job to listen, and I did. Not only to the tones in people's voices and the clarity of intent that came through it all, but to the whole scenario and process. Despite the semi-mechanical process that was observed in the array of agendas that brought us there, despite the completely wild variance in what was applied or how, we always saw dramatic change. So this had me asking myself the obvious question, which was, what's really going on here?
Hi, I'm Lucia Jacob, founder of Linking Awareness Adventures, where we explore nonverbal communication with all sentient life, and we share frequency activations from a heart-based perspective. I'm also a senior instructor for animal and human classes for the International Body Talk Association. For years, I've been teaching the participants of my courses how to shapeshift or merge with the animal or human client, as well as utilizing themselves, another human, a teddy bear, or holographic surrogates. You know, the brainstorming about this pilot project began as Dr. Terry Dubrow and I were at Eagle's Eye Ranch, where I live and facilitate many of my courses on a year-round basis. And these are some of my personal questions about the possibilities of validating what I've been observing for so many years as I travel around the world. Is linking awareness with the environment and the sentient beings within that environment possible? Is non-attached observation possible? Does incorporating a state of oneness while using a surrogate, in this case animals and humans, affect change on the client? Does being a non-attached observer while using a surrogate affect change in the client? Because I believe that this is happening, it is even possible to validate these concepts. So for this particular project, I was excited to be able to gather an eclectic group of 15 participants. Joining the elephants, the orangutans, and myself for this Linking Awareness pilot project in Indonesia were people like veterinarians, advanced energy practitioners, advanced body talk for animals and humans practitioners, instructors of animal and human consciousness-based modalities, osteopaths, chiropractors, acupuncturists, massage therapists, veterinary neurologist, the head veterinarian at the Jakarta Police Department for the Canine and Equine Division, a biomedical engineer, and PhDs and veterinary lecturers. The most exciting part for me was that we really didn't know how this project would unfold until we started, as well as what the outcomes might be.
It's a new paradigm. It's separate from modern medicine's diagnostic systems, because what we're seeing is biophotonic interference patterns, which do not happen in line with physiological changes. They happen well before. Once we have a biofield image of somebody, we have a baseline, and we can speak to them and open a channel of trust, because we see things in the interference patterns on their body surface and around their body. And with this baseline image, marrying that to the professional practitioner's process of establishing their course of action, the protocol they're going to be using, and then being able to monitor the progress of that protocol live in real time.
My name is Dr. Terry Dubrow, and I'm a physical therapist, athletic trainer, osteopath, and doctor of oriental medicine. And I've been working on humans for the past 30 years. You know, we came over here and I was wondering how could we duplicate what I do in the office out here, you know, in the jungle. Well, we're dealing with elephants and orangutans, so we're not allowed to touch them. So the first thing we had to do is prove that surrogates, you know, the use of them works. And with Thornton's equipment and orthopedic evaluation, we were able to show that one person was able to take on the shape and the physical and psychological characteristics of the other individual. We would use orthopedic evaluation on the surrogate first to get a baseline, and then we would use Thornton's biofield to get a baseline. And what was interesting is that once the surrogate would shapeshift, the whole orthopedic evaluation would change, and the biofield would change as well. And something that was unexpected for me was the interview. I never really thought about that. You know, I use interview all the time with my patients, but I didn't think of interviewing a surrogate regarding how an elephant was doing, an orangutan was doing. And so we did it, and the results were very interesting because a lot of the keepers of the elephants and the orangutans, they verified what we were finding with our evaluations. So next came the treatment. And we tested a lot of, you know, different possibilities. You know, we did fascial energetics, we did Lucia's work with her linking awareness, we tested body talk, we had many different instructors testing, which I liked. And the beautiful thing is that we saw change. That's what I wanted to see. We saw change in the orthopedic evaluation, and we saw change in Thornton's biofield. What we found is that these animals, actually, their behaviors changed. But after the session, they were able to have a better sort of relationship. So I think I'll walk away with a better, you know, overall perspective of, you know, patient care, and also better appreciation for what these animals are going through, and, you know, what's happening with the forest and that.
It has been profound to see how Lucia's ability to communicate with the animals has really given a much deeper understanding to what's going on. I'm Gordon Roberts, a veterinary surgeon who specialises in holistic and natural medicines. I owned a group of veterinary hospitals in England called Well Pets Animal Hospital, which I've just sold, and now I'm focusing my time on working on how to help endangered species and also trying to get help with a new paradigm in animal healing. I've come here for a number of reasons. One is very interested in Lucia's work on animal communication, because I think that could be a big breakthrough for holistic healing. Also, I'm here to network with the other people about, you know, just their ideas on healing in general, as we have a chiropractor here, an osteopath here, and other veterinarians, so plus the animal communication, a lot of body talkers. I'm also here to understand more what's going on with these endangered and critically endangered species and how we can help them and understand the situation better. And also here to see how we can create a scientific study to give validation to animal communication and holistic healing.
When a human with limited experience in energy medicine was asked to take on the consciousness of an animal, in the presence of that group of observers they did, thoroughly and completely, and those experiences will change the work of those particular people going forward forevermore. I believe that the changes we observed or experienced were a result of the communion or collection of these people and their presence as a unit, not necessarily a result of the application of techniques or even the intent behind them. This was beyond intent and beyond agendas.
I like to imagine that we are making known the unknown. Dr. Terry Dubrow uses the concept at times of validating change physically for the non-physical action of consciousness and energy. Or as Dr. Thornton Streeter has characterized it, popping the bubble of doubt.